EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. Taking it about the 1. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hurts. Well, that's complete to Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive, and a 1st down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Rams had 10 and 3 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Nine yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here's Hurts to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't know about you, but I haven't met a receiver yet that doesn't like to run post routes.
And Odell Beckham Jr., he loves post routes, doesn't he?
He really does, and I think the reason he's so successful with them, as we just saw there, is the intensity with which he runs the route. I mean, even when you know it's coming and you're covering it well, his intensity seems to win the day for him.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Sanders last week, 15 carries, 60 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Hurts. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Going for it with Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll run with Sanders. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Hands it off out of the gun. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. To the sideline and incomplete. It's now 4th down. And that is no good. I hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Blake Gillikin now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Hitting him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
The tackle made at his own 5-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Blake Gillikin on a punt here as he'll send this one away. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get